Hey y'all, I'm back, and just like Lushy's kitchen counter, it may get messy, but we're going to do this anyway. Now, if you follow all the Dougherty dramerty, you've probably at least heard mention of Alex's internet escapades, and how he's being trolled pretty hard on TikTok. He's very active over there, and not in a great way.
How's Home Depot? I don't work at Home Depot, the fuck? You can't play track. Why would I want to, why should I shout out someone's dead brother? Sing a song? No. Hi Lainey, happy birthday. I just wanted to make sure you know how loved you are.
He's definitely guilty of posting some stuff that is cringe at best and concerning at worst. But the particular brand of trolling he's experiencing is also pretty concerning. Alex is essentially being groomed into a lolcow on TikTok by both his audience and potentially his mother. Now, I know there's some debate in the snark community about whether or not he's fully aware he's being trolled. I know a lot of folks think he is fully aware, and he's been taught by example and even coached by Alicia to lean into it for the sake of the views. Alicia and a black Santa napkin Dougherty is certainly no stranger to rage bait, so that's certainly a possibility. I do not deny that. And I wouldn't put it past her to think this would be somehow good for his social media presence. But I also think it's possible, given his age and his upbringing, that he does not fully realize he's being trolled, or if he does, he doesn't fully understand what that can mean. He clearly likes the attention and either thinks it's genuine and positive, or he craves the attention and is willing to take the negative if that's all he can get. Either way, the fact that he's so chronically online as he is, and yet also is such a mark, I lay that at Alicia and Josh's feet. This is what they set him up for by sacrificing privacy and dignity for views and social media coin in Lushy's case, and by just kind of checking out in Josh's case. His teen years, which should have been spent preparing him for independence and working on his social awareness and self-awareness. Those were instead spent being plied with junk food, while a tone-deaf woman with no concept of protection or privacy when it comes to the internet shoved a camera at him for the latest online trend. Josh, who is frequently at work all day and well into the evening, and appears detached as all get out when he is at home, is no less to blame. One exploited and exposed him on the internet, and the other stood by and watched it happen with his hands in his pockets. Another concerning element here is the nature of the trolling itself. It seems lately, in general, and especially on TikTok, we've gone from a don't touch the poo approach to lolcows to straight up flinging the poo around like we're in the monkey house at a low-rent roadside zoo. The nature of TikTok encourages those interactions. It encourages touching the poo through stitching, responding, adding, getting that content out, having the back and forth. Furthermore, Alex, who has been taught nothing about protecting his identity or his peace online, has invited followers to meet up with him in various public places. He's posted himself in various identifiable locations, making himself an all too easy target for people who want to troll him because of who he is. Then there's the trend of buying cameos just to farm and share embarrassing content a la Nikki Blonsky. But the cameo puts money in his pocket, and he's been taught by his mom that that's what matters. You get that social media coin. Don't worry about the rest. It was worth it. Add all this together, throw in his expectation of social media clout, and here we are with a kid who really did not stand much of a chance. And how does the great mom Alicia Dougherty respond? Guidance and grace? Setting a good example? Realizing her mistakes and correcting it with her other children? Nah, by baiting her own audience with updated family photos featuring no Alex. And Josh's response? Honestly, who even knows? Because he's just kind of vaguely there in the background occasionally. The way people, especially young women, are trolling Alex is, to me, reminiscent of Erica and Brittany trolling Amberlynn Reed. Except that Alex is a young, brand new adult who has been set up to fail. Amber, at the point Erica and Brittany entered her life, had done horrible things to her friends, partners, and pets, had years of experience with online trolling, and had years to get a handle on her situation. Alex hasn't had a chance. The suggestive and sexual nature of a lot of this trolling as another very concerning element. I worry about Alex. He clearly doesn't have a strong set of social skills, even for a 19-year-old. So I worry about him thinking it's all normal and okay and good to basically be an online creeper. Now, I'm sure some folks will see some irony or hypocrisy in this take, considering what I typically do on this channel. And I get it. But I do see a difference between someone like Alex as compared to his mom or Chantal or Amber. Because at the end of the day, I think the Lolcow should be an asshole worthy of hate. Not a fresh adult with a serious lack of social awareness because he wasn't set up for success, because he was failed by his family and is being groomed into it by an audience that pretends to be adoring fans. An audience that is simultaneously putting money in his pocket by way of Cameo and TikTok views. While I can't speak for all reactors, you'd never catch me fawning over ALR or Foodie just for the sake of the reaction, or buying a cameo from a Lolcow under the guise of fandom just to leak it for laughs. Don't touch the poo means, among other things, don't force the milk. Someone like Chantal, for example, is an entire adult and has been for a long time. She's had many opportunities as an adult to improve her situation, and she's squandered all of them. None of this is intended to downplay or excuse Alex's creepier behavior by any means. He does need to be held accountable for this. However, what I want to stress is how much he's been goaded into due to lack of guidance from his parents who should have been there for him. With the right guidance, this young man, who, like any 19-year-old, is still a kid in a lot of ways, even if he is a legal adult, he could have avoided this fate. And it's still not too late. Unfortunately, his parents have chosen to step away rather than to step up, and the internet has stepped in and done its worst. For Alex's sake, I hope he figures out it's not a great path to go down, steps away, and works on it. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst. That's all I've got for this one, y'all. Like and subscribe if that's your thing, and I'll see you next time. Y'all have a good one. Bye.
You watched it, didn't you?